The White House says a Russian invasion of Ukraine remains imminent, and President Biden suggested today that U.S. troops could be on the move soon. The new announcement comes as Russia ramps up military forces near Ukraine and conducts military drills. This new video of Russian crews driving around and testing short-range ballistic missile systems. President Biden warning the Russian President Vladimir Putin that an invasion would have dire consequences, not for just Russia, but the whole world.
There will be enormous consequences if he were to go in and invade, as he could, the entire country, not only in terms of economic consequences and political consequences, but it will be enormous consequences worldwide. This would be the largest, if he were to move in with all those forces, it would be the largest invasion since World War II. It would change the world.
The Pentagon preparing more than 8,000 troops for possible deployment to Eastern Europe. Today, the Defense Department told reporters that number could grow in the days and weeks ahead. President Biden insists no American forces will be deployed into Ukraine itself. But the U.S. and its allies continue to ship weapons and military aid into Ukraine to help the country bolster its own defenses. Today, an American plane brought in anti-tank missiles, launchers, and other military hardware. NBC's Matt Bradley is on the ground in Kyiv, Ukraine's capital city, where the Ukrainian president is urging people to remain calm as tensions escalate.
Yeah, Chappell, we just saw in the last couple of hours the Ukrainians gratefully taking receipt of that second aid shipment. The first one came on Saturday, and this is lethal aid, which means this is actual weapons that will kill people. And that's one of the reasons why it looked like the Biden administration had kind of been delaying on signing off on this $200 million package in military equipment. And they eventually did so just last month. And again, on Saturday, that was the first time we saw this delivered. Some of this aid, though, when we're hearing from the Ukrainian government, they're somewhat skeptical that it will be all that useful. Certainly very high-tech, very expensive equipment, but only when it comes to fighting against ground forces. These anti-tank missiles, for example, will be very useful in taking out Russian tanks, but in the first hours and days of this possibly impending attack, officials here are expecting that the equipment that's going to come to bear won't be on the ground. It will be either surface-to-surface attacks or air-to-surface attacks. And that's because the Russian military has such an overwhelming force in the air and on the sea that they will make a meal of the Ukrainian armed forces before they even put boots on the ground in this country. And that's why we're hearing from the Ukrainians that they're putting a little bit of hope, not a lot, but a little bit of hope, in tomorrow's negotiations with the so-called Normandy 4 or Normandy format. That's Russia, Ukraine, Germany, and France. They're going to be meeting in Paris. And this is one of the rare opportunities when Ukrainian diplomats are actually going to be involved in negotiations about the fate of their own country. Shep.
Matt, thanks.